So what does a fish say when it hits the wall? Damn! And that's exactly what I'm thinking. Damn, how am I gonna swim across this lake? See, I'm standing on the shores of Lake Pontchartrain in New Orleans. It's 9 o'clock at night. I'm staring out into the abyss, about to jump into what used to be a toxic body of water filled with bull sharks and alligators. And how did I get here? Well, I'm from Louisiana, and I wanted to swim the longest bridge in the world, but there was something else. See, Lake Pontchartrain used to be this special place where Johnny Cash and Elvis used to play until it was destroyed by oil drilling and dredging. It took the Lake Pontchartrain Basin Foundation about 25 years to clean up the lake. So I wanted to swim 25 miles to highlight the great work that they do, to raise some money, and let's have some good time, Shy. Because it was New Orleans, it couldn't be any swim. We had jazz legend David Amram and Papa Molly and Uganda Roberts playing music all night long while I swam. And of course, from Mardi Gras, we had a large merman shooting lasers into the night sky, courtesy of some folks from Burning Man. But it was an art project, right? And Hunter Thompson at one time had called it in an earlier incarnation, gonzo swimming. But let me set the magical stage for you. The moon is setting, the sun is rising, and David is playing on his flute. The magic, the moment was just so sublime. So when I'm swimming sometimes, I feel this unique communion with the water, an ancient timelessness. It's womb-like. It makes me think of this fish, Tiktaalik, which was the first fossil that they identified of that creature that walked from the water onto land. Well, you remember that fish that hit the wall? This is not that fish. This fish climbs over the wall, which is sometimes what we have to do when the swimming gets hard. And that's why I channel sometimes Tiktaalik. It's like my inner fish. And it looks a lot like this alligator that they pulled out at the end of the Lake Pontchartrain swim. So, am I really as crazy as maybe my daughter Amelia here thinks I am? Possibly not, because neuroscience is just starting to understand the power of water on the brain, how it makes us feel more relaxed. It can even change our state of mind. It's called the blue mind. And I tell you, I'm hooked on the blue mind. And that's why I went to Canyonlands and was the first person to swim 47 miles down the Colorado River. And imagine the canyon walls are rising up to meet the sky and the eagles are soaring overhead. But that's not why I swam. I swam because the Colorado River is the most endangered river in America. And you can guess by now that these aren't just about swims. This is a vessel, this is a communications project, an art project that tells the story of water and the organizations that I swim for. And that's why I went down to the Caribbean and swam for the Scuba Dog Society, who protect coral reefs and clean up beaches. I was the first person to swim 24 miles from the island of Culebra to Fajardo. And through that, you realize it's not really about however hard I think swimming for 15 hours might be, because it's nothing compared to the work that these organizations do day in and day out to protect water so that we have a place to live on this planet. And the other thing that I learned is that in life, as in swimming, the most important thing is to be a part of something that's greater than yourself, because that's where the magic is. So think about David Amram. He's played with Dizzy Gillespie and Thelonious Monk. He's hung out with Jack Kerouac. Yet here he is somehow in the middle of the night at 84 years old, playing on a party barge on the longest gig of his life for 14 hours. Or how the Lake Pontchartrain Basin Foundation used the swims to rebuild the New Canal Lighthouse destroyed in Katrina. Or that American rivers can save just one more river from dams and hydropower projects. And speaking of dams, don't be the fish that hits the wall. Let's ignite our passions into something magical, something greater than ourselves. Because as the Hopi prophecy tells us, do not look outside of yourself for a leader, because we are the ones we've been waiting for. Thank you.